All my oily sisters, where y'all at? My oily friends, raise your hands. I'm oily too. Look, we should have an award for being able to perfect our makeup with oily skin because it is not easy. This is not to alienate anyone with dry skin because I'm sure that it's not easy to do your makeup when you have dry skin. However, oily skin, it's so hard to keep the makeup in place. Have you had trouble with that? I have. Do you guys, okay, if you've returned, if like you're returning to my channel, do you see the new setup here? Like, I was kind of debating on whether or not I should put like a curtain back there with like sparkly and glitter, but I'm not like a glitter girl. So I think that this, like, for now, this works out perfectly for me. If you like it, do you like it? Tell me in the comments, do you like it?
If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. But I want you to, so.
Tell me if you like it. Yeah, anyways, let me stop babbling. Let's get on into what we're going to do here with our eyeballs. Now we're going to use two methods. There's a way to prep your lids when you're using cream-based products and a way to prep your lids when you're using powder-based products. The first technique, when you're using a cream-based product, you want to use an eyelid primer. One like this. This is from Milani. It's around about $8.99 or $9 something. I can't really remember because I bought it a long time ago. It is a little tube, but a little bit goes a long way and it lasts you for quite a good amount of time. The only thing to this is that you want to make sure that once you apply it to your lid, you wait about 30 seconds before you put any color on. Using only a small amount of product, look how little that is. You want to dab it on your lid and then just distribute the product all over your lid. Don't forget to bring that eyeshadow primer into the corner of your lid because eyeshadow gets in there as well. Make sure you go all the way up, kind of close to your brow, because if you're doing your makeup right, you're going to be putting some color up there too. And even if you go out a little bit, it's fine. And I just use a tapping motion to make sure I get it all over the lid. The next technique is doing your eyeshadow priming, or doing your, why do I keep saying eyeshadow? Doing your eye priming for when you're using a powdery type eye makeup. If you have oily skin, you are going to need some things. I'm going to start out with Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm also going to be using this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Fawn. I'm going to have a brush that I'm going to be using. I'm going to show you why. I'm also going to be using a beauty blender, makeup sponge, what have you. This one is small enough to be able to get into the creases and contours of my eye.
You guys are gonna love it.
The first thing you want to do before you do anything else is apply some translucent setting powder to a clear lid. Now don't apply primer, don't apply anything else. If you have oily skin, your lids get oily too. So we're going to combat the oil by applying the powder first. And we're just doing a thin layer, yeah, okay, that works. We're doing a thin layer of powder on our lid. Once you've gotten it on there, you're just gonna brush it off. Now you're gonna go in with your LA Girl concealer. And the reason why I'm using concealer and not primer is because for someone like me, I have dark lids and my lids need, technically, I guess you could call it color correcting. So when I wear a powder eyeshadow, I want the color to really show through. If I were to leave my lids the way that they were and not color correct in a sense, you wouldn't really see the color true to what it is in the palette. So I use a color that's a shade or two lighter than my own skin color, and I color correct my eyes, but it also serves as prepping my lids for the color that's to come. I take a little bit, just put it on the lid, take my blender, I'm just gonna blend that out. Making sure that you get into the inner corner of your eye because sometimes you end up missing that, but eyeshadow goes there too. So don't miss the inner corner and make sure you go all the way on the outside. Remember, if you're doing your eyelids first, it's not going to matter that the color is coming back there because you're going to fix it later on. So just press, tap, 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 tap all the way up to the brow because you get color everywhere. Now that you have the concealer on your lid, you want to go in one last time with another thin layer of setting powder. I'm going to tap that onto my lid and a little bit above my crease. And I'm just going to let that sit for like a minute or so. Now that you've let your final layer of translucent setting powder sit onto your eye, take your brush, brush it out. And your eye is set, primed, ready to go for the makeup that you are about to apply. So if you like these tips, please leave me a comment in the description box if you've ever had problems using cream eyeshadow, or how to prime your lids when you're using cream, how to prime it when you're using powder, because it is different. Trust me. I mean, have you ever had, like, you put primer on your eye and then you start applying the eyeshadow color to your lid and then the color's looking all patchy? It's because that technique of priming your eye, it ain't working, girlfriend. So put comments down below. Let me know if you like these tips, if you like them and you can use them in the future. If you have, make sure you send me a picture on like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. You like how I did that? Shameless plug. I don't even care. Just let me know how things are working for you guys, and I will make sure I get back to you, and I will see you in the next video. Before you leave, make sure you check out one of these videos here, and I'm going to make life so simple for you. I'm going to put a little floating head down here so that you can subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on other videos, okay? It's because I love ya. I love you so much. I do.